Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the DTeam campaign. And let's see who's doing the recap this time. I think we've gone full circle, so we can.
Well,
It's Sony Clink.
I wanted it to be Quill.
You always want it to be me.
And I wonder if there's a reason for that or something.
Mm.
Okay, last time was a very interesting episode. We went to, I believe, Noopy's plane place thingy, which was a tropical island sort of place. We met in a Lolachu who sort of gave us the lay of the land. He pointed out that there was this trial place, and he also pointed out that there was this ice place. Obviously, Hope wanted to go to the trial place while Iris wanted to go to the ice place. And he eventually decided to give us a dare where he would go to check out the ice place and we would go check out the trial, and whoever got back first would have to. Whoever got back first would get free smoothies made by the other person. So we went to the trial place, but there was a guy guarding it, and we were like, "Yeah, I don't want to disturb that guy, and he's throwing rocks at us." So we went back. We meandered about for a while, trying to find him and trying to make ourselves makeshift boats, which somehow worked. Then we attempted to paddle out into the ocean, which did not work until eventually we managed to MacGyver our way there, only to reach the Raichu, and he told us that dude that's guarding it was not supposed to actually be guarding it, and is basically a poser. So we still didn't feel good about beating him up, but Iris used her superior purloin mobility to distract the guy, allow the other two to enter the trial, and then Iris used her superior mobility to run in without taking any damage. Inside the trial, we had a puzzle that basically involved Hope using his Murkrow flying abilities to go down, pick up some water, and bring it back. And then we reached a bunch of clams with some items inside. There was a piece of paper, there was some dust, there was a dagger, and there was a key. Iris noticed that the note had something to do with a psychic troop and was like, nope. So she grabbed the key only to get swallowed up, and everyone joined along. Where they met Tapu Lele, who told them, no, the island's doing pretty fine. So after figuring out, oh, I guess the island's pretty fine, she also told us how the clams work and that you need to exchange items. So we went back up. Hope, despite the continued protests of Iris, picked up the paper and read that one of our unknown friends decided to join the psychic troop. And we also got the dust, which happened to be the dust of dryness, and the nice dagger, which is basically Noctis's warp strike, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy 15. And after that, we returned back into the main world, only to find out that our next task is going to that specific psychic troop in order to find that unknown, because he has the key to a new realm where our mysterious portal hopping enemy is potentially in. And that's basically what happened.
All right, roll yourself that D6.
Okay. Okay, Parser apparently felt
Wow.
a lot better about that recap than I did.
Wow.
Pretty much everything.
It's okay, Quill. You'll get your natural one next time.
Yeah.
All right, so if I remember when we left off, Hope had said something along the lines of, where are we going again?
Yeah, where are we going again?
We're going to teleport you to the town the so-called psychic troop resides, and once you are there, you'll have to figure out where Unknown G went and see if you can retrieve the key from it.
So, you want us to beat him up if necessary?
Do whatever is necessary to gain that artifact.
Well, I'll, I'll make that a last resort, but yeah, we'll get it back. We'll certainly get it back.
Very
Right, guys?
good.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Onward.
Iris, Iris sighs and says, can we at least have a bit before we go off, rest some? I I need to mentally prepare myself.
Oh yeah, we got beat up a lot.
Very well. The reservoir will restore your natural abilities, and we will prepare the portal. And they kind of spin around a bit before a spiral wipe goes through the air instead of a wall this time. So it's just kind of portal right there. You can kind of see the makings of the outskirts of a town. It's basically you're inside the woods just enough so you can see like the tent. So
Oh,
it's
cool, yo. Anyway, I'm gonna do my stretches. Hope starts like jogging in place and doing that thing where he's like pushing against the wall. And
yeah.
I
And
don't think he understands what resting means.
the four unknown kind of leave you to your devices. They go down the hallway.
So, Iris, you don't seem to want to, go here.
Yeah, can we go somewhere else?
well,
No,
they gave us some pretty specific directions.
I mean, if you want, I could try to make you look like someone else.
What do you mean by look like someone else?
Oh, here, let me show you. And he takes out his styling kit and pulls out a brush. All right, let's see what we can do with you. All right, and he's gonna use that rest to basically make her look like Kiona.
Oh man.
And when he's done, he's gonna hold up the mirror and say, "What do you think?"
I'm like, I suppose you'll have to roll your sleight of hand for such a thing
Fine.
using your
For
kit.
performance.
Yeah. Let's
It's
see.
all right.
Yeah. Did you put your proficiency in there
Yes.
with the kit? I don't know if they stack on top of each other or whatever. How does that
They don't.
work? Okay.
Tools base. What tools do is basically, if you're proficient in a tool, you'd make like a dexterity check, and have proficiency since you use the tool. But if you're not proficient in a tool, then you'd probably just use the basic dex roller stuff like that. That's generally how tools work.
Interesting. Well, you get a good enough. Her hair is a little bit more puffy than maybe Kiona hairs are.
Well, I don't know how well you did since I've literally never had hair, even when we're switching forms left and right.
You're gonna love all the things you can do with it. Just wait. Well, assuming you do get a form that has hair.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's hope they got a bigger assortment from what we got so far.
Kind of look a little prissy.
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, that's kind of what Kiona likes, but now you look enough like her. I can't say it's my best work, but maybe it'll fool some people.
Okay, maybe this will work. I hope it works.
Don't worry, if you're afraid, you can just stand behind me.
Okay. She sort of nervously takes a breath and says, "Okay.
Last one in the portal is a rotten execute.
I am willing to be rotten.
Well, what I'm saying is, are you guys ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, let's
Yeah.
go. Then I just hop in.
He's way too
Super Mario
excited.
64.
He
Do
is
you
way
make the
too
boing
excited
sound?
about this.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Do a triple flip into the portal.
Okay, let's go. Iris reluctantly walks through.
Anubi follows her.
Congratulations, you haven't changed forms. Woo! First time that's happened with portals. Well, I guess technically second. Alright, so you guys make your way pretty much exactly where I said. You're kind of just barely in the tree line, so you have enough vision cover to not be spotted teleporting out of thin air. And you see there's the giant tent. They also have like their station wagon thingy off to the side as well. And then down the hill is where the town is, and this is kind of just outside of that.
Oh, cool. Look at all this. I've never been to a circus before.
Yeah, there's
I kind
also
of.
very lush green grass, like it rained recently.
Okay, how am I supposed to act like while I look like this? What does Keon act like?
She's very serious and doesn't really make jokes and doesn't really laugh at jokes. So basically the opposite of you.
I don't think I could do that. Do you have something easier?
Not really.
Do you think maybe we could watch the circus and we'll see the unknown G?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, let's watch the
I
circus.
I don't recommend that actually.
Why?
Didn't you read the flyer? They
No.
steal people. They steal from people who watch them.
Oh.
Oh, well, I don't want to have my stuff get stolen, but
Wait,
I kind of
why would you put that on the flyer? Why would you advertise that?
Well, it's less on the flyer and more on the contract that employees sign.
Oh, the contract, okay. Anyway,
okay.
you were saying, Hope?
Even on nosebleed, they take stuff. Do you think if we go to nosebleed?
Uh, well, what's the answer to that? Because Iris probably would know.
Yeah, they go to the nosebleed.
Yeah, even the nosebleed seats.
Oh, I want to watch the circus, but I don't want to have my stuff get stolen.
Well, I guess we're not going to the circus then. I guess we just go backstage and start looking for this G guy.
Oh, okay. Will they allow us to go backstage?
Probably not.
Probably
Hmm.
not.
Well, let's go ask. Is there anyone to ask?
Yeah, there's like a phantom nearby. Speaking of which,
Phantom. I'm a traveler who is currently in search of something. Now, who might you all be?
surprise! We got a guest for this episode.
Oh, who are you? Is this the Phantom?
This is the Phantom.
Yes.
Have you seen a guy around here? He's he's kind of an eyeball with a black stick sticking out of him.
No, I have not, unfortunately.
Hmm. Well, what has been going on around here?
Well, I just happened to come into the area. I'm on a quest looking for something. I'm wondering if I could join you all.
Oh yeah. Sure, the more the merrier.
Excellent, excellent. I'm a great fighter.
Okay.
You hear that, guys? He's a great fighter.
Are we
What
going
are
to
you-
have to fight?
What are you
Well-
on a quest for?
I'm searching for something. That doesn't exactly matter at the moment. But might I ask, who are you all?
Oh, I'm Hope. I'm a Templar of Reshiram, and my tail's always on fire.
Excellent.
I should also mention he is a shiny Charmander, and they're all wearing like super steampunk gear. They stand out like a sore thumb in this crowd.
Well then.
I'm Kiona. I'm super serious. I don't laugh at any jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Newbie kind of gives her a thumbs up, but he doesn't really look like he's sure about it.
Roll an insight check, Theron.
I suppose I need to roll deception to challenge.
Yeah.
Wait, do I add a plus at the end or no?
Yeah, so your character sheet should say insight next to wisdom, and it should say +3.
Oh,
It's like this.
Yeah. You were completely convinced of this. It's almost a natural 20 against a natural 1.
wow. Okay then.
This is my first time doing this. I have no idea what that means. It's good, apparently, though.
Well, it's good for quote unquote Kiona.
And this fine gentleman right here is I like
I'm
gesture
newbie.
my hand.
I'm newbie. I'm pretty much just a barber.
Ah, excellent. It's nice to meet you all. Now, I'd like to ask, what's with that Alolan Vulpix being a part of the psychic troupe? I happen to hear around that they're a part of the troupe, and it's odd that they would be, since they aren't a psychic type themselves.
I'm not part of any troop. I'm a friend of Newbie's from his barber shop.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for answering.
Really? Because you seemed to get all anxious when I got that paper about this psychic trope.
Yep, friend of Newbie's from his barber shop.
I see, I see.
Can I show our new friend that contract and see if that
Yeah.
means anything to him? Yeah.
So they show you a contract for the psychic troupe, and you kind of look over it. It's got your normal bits and bobs. You notice that it has something in it about stealing
Ooh,
as being part of the job. That sticks out to you.
okay. What's with this stealing here? It's a little suspicious.
Oh, I was hoping you'd know something about that. We're looking for this guy, and I turn around the contract with the unknown G on it.
Yeah. He's written as Gamma.
Quite peculiar.
Is what you're looking for with the psychic troop as well?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out given due time.
Okay, I guess. Alright, so, I suppose our first things first is to figure out how to get in there. Obviously, I have no idea of any way of going there, so we'll have to sort of scout around and try and figure it out.
Oh, I'm a good scouter. I will go scout, and I start scouting.
Okay. What you looking for?
Maybe like a way to sneak in the tent.
So you're just trying to look for a way into the tent?
Like, yeah, like maybe we could like lift it at one part where there's like nobody around.
Yeah, give me perception.
All right. Where's my perception? Oh, it's awful. That's good. Well, it's not really awful.
No, that's pretty good if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so underneath the nosebleed section, there's a lot of bleachers, and so you could probably lift up the tent flap and crawl underneath there if you're sneaky enough. But you
All right.
also know that this isn't necessarily going to solve the getting robbed problem.
Watching from underneath the bleachers.
Well, if you watch from underneath the bleachers, no. But if you come up on top as if you were just part of the crowd, then they would visit you.
Okay, guys, I just had a brain blast. We can watch from underneath the bleachers. That way, we don't get our stuff stolen.
That's an excellent idea.
I know, I thought of it myself.
Well, let's get to it then.
All right. Is there anyone in the vicinity, like watching around? Are they moving around cargo and stuff like that?
You don't see anyone really on this side. They're all on the other side where the entrance is.
All right. So I guess we're gonna try and sneak under there.
Yeah. So everyone roll stealth.
Of which I imagine only one of us is actually good at that.
Oh no!
The steampunk beer was wrong.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, for me, I put a 3 at the end, right? Or no?
I do believe yours is just a straight D20.
Okay.
Yeah, this did go so well.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you do have the +3.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
We take those. All right, so half of you passed it and half of you didn't. I forget. Do half of you have to pass it, or is it half of you has to fail it for it to all fail?
A majority has to pass, and a half isn't a majority.
All right, so
They have discretion technically, but yeah, that's how Crow does it.
So, quote unquote, Kiona and Farron, you kind of start making your way through the bleachers until you just hear as Newbie and Hope just manage to smack their head or foot on every single bleacher until they fall over.
Are you both all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
That was quite the tumble you had there.
I should also point out that you do have a Charmander in your ranks, and Charmanders have illuminate things around them.
You really didn't think this through, did you, Hope?
Well, it was spur of the moment. It was good in my head.
Well, hopefully you'll think further ahead next time.
So what's our current position right now?
So you're about halfway to where you would have a decent vantage point of the proceedings.
Is there a bucket nearby?
No, not under the stage anyway, or not under the bleachers anyway.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you could run across the open circus floor and try to grab one.
Oh, no, that's okay.
That's a
Is there
very terrible idea.
anything going on right now inside the tent, or is it just like too far?
Right now, they're admitting people in, so your sounds were somewhat masked by people shuffling around, sitting in the bleachers, walking in.
Hmm.
You might have heard someone say, "Man, these are really rickety bleachers."
Okay, well, I think this is good enough.
Oh, we better hope anyway.
I mean, your vantage point right now is basically like trying to watch a TV from like your room through the door.
Oh, okay, but
So
is
Door
it far enough?
open.
Is it far enough to like kind of see generally what Pokemon is what?
they all have costumes on, so it might be difficult.
Okay.
Just look for the
Ugh.
one that has one eye and is floating.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's going to work out that well. I think we're going to need a better vantage point than over here.
Okay, let's try to get closer.
All right. So, who's gonna try and get closer? Is it everyone or?
Well, Kiona is definitely going to try, since Kiona can actually do so. And watch me actually fail this roll. Oh my god.
I'm gonna try just because I really want to see the circus.
Everyone else is going, so Newbie's gonna go too.
Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't
Newbie-
have.
Newbie is still not good at going.
Oh man, Farron is a ninja down there. Yeah, so you just decide to carry Newbie because he's just not getting this, and you guys are like right under the bleachers, and so you can see pretty clearly now between people's legs and things like that. Maybe you
eat some,
found
like-
a Pokemon with really slender legs, like a Curlier or something.
I'm like I'm so captivated by the show right now. I'm probably eating like popcorn off the ground.
Might be a child that's just throwing popcorn at somebody
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
falls through the bleachers.
What is the show like anyway?
Well, right now they're still letting people in, but the gate's closing right now.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
also gonna do something very unhope like and maybe watch and see if anyone's stealing anything from the crowd in my peripheral vision.
And Newbie isn't particularly interested in the circus so much, so he's pretty much just gonna watch their backs since he knows he made a lot of noise coming in.
Iris is going to be focused on keeping an eye out for any unknown G's she can. And probably specifically she's gonna see if anyone's new, because if someone's new, it's possible it might be Gamma.
All right. So the show begins. They have their psychic types, so all the torches go out just and then giant brazier, and then this Gothitelle gets up and she has like this very circus showman thing. It's got like the tails, the tuxedo, all that good stuff. It's purple and black, and she welcomes everyone to the psychic troupe and promises that they're going to have their minds blown. And then the acts start beginning. So the first act, you see a couple of Meowstick that you worked with in the past, Iris, and they're still doing their thing where they kind of float around up through the audience and stuff. You have a feeling this might be one of the many ways they steal, but you're not entirely... Well, give me a perception check. Let's see.
Okay.
See if you can spot their sleight of hand.
Right. 16.
Yeah, so you're barely able to notice that they've probably took some stuff from a very wealthy looking Snorlax that probably covered most of Newbie and Hope's head bonking. And they fly around, they fly near each other, and then they start showering it with rainbows and sparkles, like a Pokemon contest hall before they make their finishing act where they teleport all around the room and then just vanish in a shower of feathers as the next member makes their presentation, who is a Xatu. That's where the feathers came from, obviously. And so he's one of the more like hypnosis type guys. And you didn't work very closely with him, unlike the other ones, but you know the face. And so after his hypnosis act, the next Pokemon that comes to stage is a Girafarig, who casts many different kinds of illusions and things to try and mask their approach. And you notice that part of that... Actually, give me another perception check, whoever wants to attempt to spot the pickpocketing.
Okay. I'm more concerned with anyone like lurking around the audience. That's kind of what I have my eye on. So I probably wouldn't notice like these more elaborate.
Hope roll.
Hope roll. Okay.
Roll your perception.
And Newbie's kind of in the same situation as Hope. He's not really paying attention to the crowd. He's more or less keeping an eye out specifically for us, in case anyone comes after us.
You don't see anyone that's really come through that would hit your vantage point, Newbie, but for Hope and Iris, Iris especially, you notice that one of the troop members that had that, normally they worked with you, but you see them in the crowd and they're kind of they're getting up to quote unquote use the bathroom, you assume, and passes by several different Pokemon along the way. You're pretty sure that's another set of pickpocketing, is by having quote unquote crowd members. But so far you haven't seen anyone that's new to you yet. So then after the Girafarig's illusionary act, the next Pokemon that comes in is a Wynot on top of a Wobbuffet. These two are new to you. And they kind of have an interesting charade. It's a bit more slapstick because, Wobbuffets are basically punching bags. And the Wobbuffet kind of does all sorts of crazy sounds and things whenever the Wynot goes up and pokes it, prods him, and it's for the children's. They love it. The popcorn spills over as one of them jumps up when the Wobbuffet and the Wynot both seemingly meld into the shadows out of there. And then the Gothitelle comes back and thanks everyone for watching the morning performance, and that they can return to the evening performance if they so chose, and everyone is getting up.
No G.
Yeah. The Wine Out of Wappa Fed are new, but no G.
Hmm.
By the way, what are you looking for again? Pointing at your friend.
Me?
Yeah.
Fairness Anthem?
Nice
Well,
to meet you.
yes, nice to meet you
Mm.
too. Well, what was that thing called again? I'm trying to look around here. We'll worry about that later. Let's just keep an eye on things.
Okay. They said it's the morning performance. Are there more of these? Kiona?
Well, the Gothitelle said something about an evening performance, so. And would Iris know that they switch up the acts during the evening performance?
Yeah. Some of you will have like the morning shift, some of you will have the evening shift, but now you're starting to think that everyone has every shift and they're really just shifting who's doing the robbing.
They used to have different performances, or so I heard, in the evening, and but now it looks like everyone is here, so I don't know anymore. Based on what I've heard, obviously.
Maybe there's trailers we can go look at. Are there trailers?
Oh, you like I don't know why, but I thought you meant like movie trailers.
I was thinking
No.
the same thing, actually.
I was like, I don't think they have trailers, but no, yeah. There is like the station wagon, little town thingy they set up, where they park like 3 or 4 of the things
Yeah.
with all their stuff. You could check those out.
Yeah, let's go see if there's anyone's if this gamma has quarters of its own.
What would Iris know about that?
Like about the living arrangements.
Yeah, like he's suggesting going to see Gamma's living quarters. What would Iris know about that?
Like for the most part, because you guys move around a lot, you kind of have roommates. So you have 2 wagons for pretty much all of your stuff, except for Gothitelle. She's got her own living space with most of the big stuff like the tent. And then there's 2 wagons, one for the males, one for the females.
Yeah, the wagons are living arrangements, but they have roommates. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what I've heard.
I mean, you live there. You know they haven't.
No, I'm saying that in character.
Okay.
All right. No, maybe all we have to do is ask. Maybe we're making this too complicated.
I'm starting to wonder the same thing. It might just be easier to ask if we can speak with Gamma.
Yeah. And I'll get out from underneath the bleachers and kind of lift the tent.
Okay. So, remember that wealthy Snorlax?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, you come out like right behind him. He's not facing you, but you're like right behind him.
So this is on the outside?
This is on the outside.
Okay. So I'm going to use my brand new feat here, and I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet away from him.
Okay. You going more towards the trees, or you're just trying to blend in with the crowd?
Maybe towards the trees, and then I'll just kind of walk towards the crowd.
Okay. So, you guys just see Hope lift up the tent flap and disappear.
Well, that's new.
That is kind of strange.
You just kind
Yeah.
of.
So Newbie's gonna follow him, and he's gonna lift up the tent flap.
All right. Let's see what's here.
All right, so you see the same thing he saw. The wealthy Snorlax is still there. He's talking to somebody.
Okay. Can I just walk past him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you just gonna try to sidle past him, or are you just gonna literally walk around him at point blank?
It's hard to know without knowing exactly what it looks like, because if there's a way to do this, Newbie's just gonna try to pass it off like he's heading in a certain direction, and the Snorlax is in the way, and he's just gonna like tap and say, "Excuse me, sir."
So you're trying to get his attention or not?
No, he's just trying to act like he's. I'll just stealth around him. Make it.
Okay.
Stealth roll, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, you get around him no trouble. He's invested in this. You're also kind of small. He's kind of big.
Okay, I guess Iris is gonna go next and just sneak past the Snorlax. Oh my gosh.
Your hair gets caught on one of the beams.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Actually, no, it's a nat. Well, do you consider nat ones an automatic fail, or do you not?
Depends. But I will say if you're dumping in luck points, I'm not gonna say, oh, you rolled a 1, screw you.
I'm not dumping in luck points, but there is something I can do about this.
Okay.
I am going
Tell us
to.
what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to have her roll one of her psionic die in order to enhance her roll.
Okay.
So she's got a number of these, and they're currently D8, so that'll be a 14.
Yeah, so your hair gets stuck a bit, but you just kind of use your psychic abilities to untangle it that you didn't really know you had. And then you just kind of walk away. Your hair's probably back to its normal poofy state, though.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay. This is fine.
I guess that leaves Farron with his stealth roll. So it should be D20 plus 3 for you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of barely get out of there. He was like starting to like turn around, but it was the opposite direction of the way you were going. And you guys still haven't found Hope yet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like totally disregard my friends and look for one of the performers I saw performing.
All right.
If I can, I want to find maybe the Gothitelle most of all. But if I find someone else, I'll I'll do that.
All right, give me a perception check.
$19.
Yeah, so near the wagons, they're kind of all hanging out there, you know, taking a lunch break, removing the costumes and things, kind of starting to chillax in their uh little hamlet area.
Yeah. They're all there, right? Gothtel, Meowstick, Why Not, Wobbuffet, they're all there.
Yeah, at least
All
for
right.
now.
Can I run up to them? Go, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'll try and do that.
All right, so the giraffe rig's tail rolls its eyes as you start to come, and then the giraffe rig itself kind of turns around and starts walking up to you.
Oh, hey there! That show was so amazing.
Well, thank you. We work hard to make it so.
Yeah, it shows like they're like flying around. There's like sparkles all over the place, and those two like melted in the shadows. You probably can't tell me how you did that, right?
Never reveal a magician's secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A plus. If there was something greater than a plus, like an A times. That's how good that show was.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There's also one more thing. I'm looking for a friend of mine. I think he works for you. His name is like oh, I haven't seen him in such a long time, and I heard his like name is. I'm doing that thing where I like want them to finish it. Gary.
Giraffe rig.
No. It's like G-A.
Gary.
No, it's not Gary.
Well, I'm Gary, so I'm not entirely sure who you're looking for. I'm the only one who starts with a G.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Are you my friend?
I do not recall having met you before. Are you trying to ask for an autograph?
Oh, yeah. Can I have one, please?
I'm like, do you even have paper?
No, I don't. Can you sign my forehead?
Yeah, so he kind of puts a hoof on your head and yeah, there you go. He starts
Oh,
spelling
wow.
it out in footprint.
My friends are going to be so jealous.
Yeah, make an arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Hmm. Oh, I have negative to that.
Oh.
13.
You know it's safe at the very least.
Oh, okay. I'm like my eyes are like crossed and up, trying to look. Wow. Thank you.
You're most welcome. You also can tell that during your conversation, everyone else kind of started packing in back into the vehicles.
Oh, well, I guess I should go back to my friends now. I'll try to watch the evening show. Is
Hopefully,
there
you
anything
find your Gibraltar friend while you're at it.
Yeah, I'll try to find Gibraltar. Whatever you said.
He chuckles and he's like, "All right, again, thank you for the enthusiasm." And he kind of goes back to the group.
All right. Oh yeah, where are my friends at?
All right, so we'll switch over to the other group. So while that's going on, what are you guys doing? The remaining three of you.
Probably heading towards where we think the people are, because that's where Hope would probably be.
So you made your way around to the trailers as well.
Yeah,
All right.
at least that's what Newbie's doing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're making your way around, and you basically see the same thing that Hope did. You're kind of seeing the giraffe rig peel away. Everyone else is kind of starting to hurry to put things away. Gothitelle is talking to some guys, and then she's just kind of heading back to her tent. Or not her tent, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Her
Do we see
trailer.
Hope?
The tent's blocking your view. The giraffe rig walked it off into that area.
So we don't see Hope then.
You don't see Hope unless you continue to get closer.
Well, we're looking for Hope, so I guess we go closer.
You go closer, Iris isn't.
Yeah, so
Baby.
is Farron going with Newbie?
Yes.
Okay, so you two keep going, and you see Hope talking to this giraffe rig. You see the giraffe rig put its hoof to his head and start making a signature of shorts. And then eventually he heads back to his trailer.
Do I notice them yet?
Yeah, like once the giraffe rig leaves, like you see them.
Oh, hey guys! I learned so much information, and I got an autograph.
Okay,
Newbie blinks a few times.
seeing them get closer and the psychic crew go away a bit, Iris will approach as well.
Okay. So yeah, you're all there.
Iris, you messed up your fur.
Okay,
I
more important things.
yes,
There's no
Iris.
G. Oh yeah, her name's Iris, not Kiona.
You're supposed to call me Kiona, newbie.
Sorry, you don't look like her anymore.
That's fair.
Iris, make a perception check.
$25.
Gothitelle was at the window of her trailer.
Okay, let's move a bit further away, guys, this way. Iris
So-
sort of tries ushering them into cover.
So I talked to I'm like moving with them. It's like, so I talked to the giraffe rig. There's no other G people around here. There might be Gary or whatever he said at the end there. That's kind of curious, huh?
That is odd, yeah.
You know,
Uh,
it
what-
took some restraint not showing him the contract. But I know you guys would have been mad at me if I showed them the contract, and I don't want you to be mad at me.
Would Iris know why they would particularly not mention it, assuming he is there?
Not really. Like,
Hmm.
you know that they didn't really talk about some of those shadier deals, but they didn't really hide each other from you. You don't really know how you could when you live so close together.
That is really odd. They don't hide members from each other.
Maybe you should go ask them.
That's a bad idea.
Why? You've been so weird since we got here. You just gotta put yourself out there and be assertive.
I mean, you didn't really get much by asking them, so why would I?
Well, you seem to know this place better than me.
I just heard a bit. I don't know a lot.
Is that you, Iris? It's Gothitelle.
Oh yeah, that's Iris.
All right. What are you doing, Iris? You hesitate. Okay. So Gothitelle comes up to your little group there, and she's like, "So how have you been? It's been a while, hasn't it? I see you've made
Iris.
a lot of new friends."
Yeah, she's made a lot of new friends. We just made this new friend right here. And point to Farron.
Iris is sort of like deer in the headlights right now.
And I even made friends with one of your troop members. See, I got their autograph on right here.
So you're pointing to your forehead.
Yeah.
She kind of chuckles and she's like, "You sound like the perfect friend for Iris. I have to say,
yeah,
it looks like you've been around. I've never quite seen attire like that before."
Talking to me.
Just kind of all three of you with that steampunk getup.
Oh right, yeah, that.
Well, we've been I guess you could say we've been on tour and we just picked up a few souvenirs.
Wow, I'm impressed that you've still been doing your own personal show, Iris. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, gotta keep up with what I can do best.
Mm-hmm. I've been curious. Have you noticed any of your abilities awaken?
No abilities here. Guess I was just a dud.
No. I'm positive I knew that there was some potential in you. Maybe it will just take a little bit longer. And I should tell you right now, Farron, you definitely know who this Vulpix is now. You've connected the dots very clearly now.
Okay.
Yes. Ask her about you know what.
Fine. So I hear. Well, there's been a few new troop members I've seen. Like there's that Wynot and Wobbuffet, and I heard over the grapevine that someone called Gamma is apparently a new troop member as well.
Gamma is a new troop member. Oh no, dearie, he was part of the troop before you joined even. He left quite some time ago. Most people don't know about him. I'm surprised that you learned about him. Did you meet him?
No, I just heard about him over the grapevine. So he's not here?
Grape starts with G.
She kind of does like a thinking face and she's like, "Well, in a manner of speaking, he is."
What do you mean?
I mean, he's not part of the troop per se, but I think he lives around here somewhere.
Do you know where we could find him?
Not really. I don't make an effort to go and hunt down my former employees and figure out where they live.
Okay, I'll give you a better one. Do you know if he's holding anything? He has some sort of, say, object.
No.
Oh.
All right, well, if he lives around here, then I guess we'll just have to check up with him in the town then. It was nice meeting you or seeing you again. Yeah, and Iris is just gonna start making her way towards the town.
Okay.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Well, it was good to see you again, dearie. Keep practicing.
Pleasure meeting you too, ma'am. And I can't wait to see that evening show.
She kind of smiles. She doesn't really go back to the tent. She just kind of watches you guys go before turning around and heading back.
All right, so he might be in the town. Let's go check the town.
Right. Let's head to the town quick and see if we can find him. And Iris is just gonna continue walking, pretending none of that happened.
How far away is the town?
It's not all that far. It's like 10-minute walk, really.
Is it like boonies, kind of small town, or is it
It's kind
large?
of somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's a nice town where you can have your quote unquote home away from home. So it's kind of got a lot of like it's like a vacation town, I guess, is what they're called, right?
Hmm.
So it's one of those. And Farron, you know a few people in this place when you were doing your investigations. Like you talked to the Snorlax guy. That's how you knew. That's how you started to be curious about theft.
Okay.
Well, so maybe we should split up and look around and ask around, and we can find this Gamma guy. And if you find him, we can meet right here. Where are we right now?
I mean, you guys are basically at the road that eventually peters out into like dirt and then back into grass.
Is there any landmarks in this town?
There's like a big there's there's like a river that has a dock. That's a landmark that you have. There's also like a big clock as well, like a clock tower in the middle of town. If you keep going straight, you'll get there. You have the feeling you're kind of on the quote unquote main street.
All right. All right. We'll go around for an hour or two, and we'll meet back at the clock tower.
Okay, sure. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna go split up and walk through town, see if we can find him.
Split up and look for clues. All right.
Yeah.
Split up,
Let's
gang.
split up, gang.
Yeah, I get Scooby with me because they always find the
Oh.
monster.
Okay, so that means you're taking the one that's most like a dog, so newbie then, right?
You splitting
All right,
up in
let's go.
twos or singles?
I thought we were splitting up in singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll split up in singles.
All right. I guess I'll go down the list then. Newbie, what are you doing while you're trying to look for people? Street contacting, going door to door, going
door
to the
door.
tavern, the library, looking for a
Going
particular cat.
A particular cat. Remember, I'm brain dead. Cut me some slack here.
There was a Rafa joke.
That was a Rafa joke.
Yeah, I told you I'm brain dead. Okay, I guess I'll. Is there a marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay, he's just gonna peruse the marketplace and see if he sees any, letter eyeballs floating around.
All right. So you're just gonna pretty much spy on anyone that walks through, more or less.
I don't know if spy is the right word. He's just going to observe.
So just pretend window shopping, but actually looking at people.
More or less.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Uh, 3.
Nice.
Newbie's as brain dead as I am.
Yeah, maybe you find like a like 10 best hairstyles, and you see a picture of the actual Kiona in it or something.
I can see that happening. Like he finds a hairstyle magazine and he completely forgets what he's doing and he's just reading that instead.
All right, Iris. What is your
Iris
game
is
plan?
Iris is probably Iris is probably just walking the streets and sort of keeping an eye out on the passerbyers.
All right. So, yeah, I guess is that investigation or perception is
It can be either or both.
I'm like, whichever one you feel like. I just got sick of saying perception check all the time.
Yeah, that's 5e.
Perception is everything.
You could switch it up and just make it investigation sometimes.
Yeah. All right. So,
19.
while you you feel a strange connection to somebody that's nearby.
In which direction?
So it was someone that passed by you.
Okay. Iris is gonna stop and sort of look over, see who just passed her.
So you turn around and you don't see any psychic types. You just see a Zigzagoon and a few other Pokemon, but you're pretty sure it's the Zigzagoon.
She sort of curiously follows the Zigzagoon.
Okay. So how long are you gonna tail the Zigzagoon?
Probably until about the time when we're supposed to meet back, or until he enters like a personal home or something like that.
He's going towards the circus. To the
Oh,
troop.
okay. So if he's heading in that direction, then she'll probably follow him a bit towards the troop. But if he seems like he's heading towards like the wagons or anything like that, then she'll probably break off.
Okay. So that's what happens then. You follow him up until, I guess, around the clock tower, and then he just kind of keeps going down the street and goes up the hill.
Okay, yeah. Again, she's gonna follow him until he reaches sort of the wagons. Because that'll confirm whether he's like someone like her, part of the troop or something like that.
Where you're gonna make your way to the wagons?
Well, not to the wagons, but basically the moment she sees, oh hey, he's going to the wagons, that's when she'll break off and head back into town.
Well, you'll have to leave the town to get up the hill to see that.
Yeah, I'm aware.
All right, you're gonna have to make a stealth check.
Okay. It's not S, not E. Oh my gosh. This is why we don't type in the dark. If I fail that, by the way, I'm gonna add another. I'm gonna use psionic dice again.
He's all right. You're gonna I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna need some psionic dice.
Well, I can only use one, but still.
All right. He
22.
he starts to slow down and turns his head, and you kind of do a Samus behind bushes or something. And while you were thinking he was going to go to the wagons, he actually goes into the tent. He just goes underneath it like you guys did.
Wow, that's strange. Okay, she takes note of this, but she's not gonna keep following him under there. She's gonna head back into town.
All right. And then Farron, what do you want to do during that time? There's a few different things you could do. You could talk to one of your contacts. You could talk to the rich Snorlax. You know where he is. You've talked to him before. You could go door to door. You could do some more street contacting. You there, Stellar?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm like, did I put you to sleep?
Repeat what you said.
Oh, I was just asking, how did you want to try and find information?
You said door to door was an option?
Yeah, or talking to one of your old contacts. Or going to, like, the tavern.
So door to door, talk to old contacts, go to the old tavern.
Yeah.
What about that cat?
You want to go to the library?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right, so you go to the library. I guess you're gonna just... Are you gonna look in the books for any information, or are you gonna just ask the patrons?
I'm gonna ask the patrons.
All right, yeah. So you ask around. There's surprisingly not a Litten in this library like the legends depict. But you kind of hear one of them kind of talk about like some weird guy that showed up once that matches the description of an unknown, but it was like a long time ago, like maybe 10 years ago he was spotted.
Wait, do I talk to them?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can keep talking to them, or ask more questions. Okay.
Scarecrow moment.
Scarecrow moment. All right, yeah. So he had to go. Yeah, he had to go AFK. So he's T-posing now. All right. Let's see. Hope. I think you went first, but I can't remember.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I was making my way down the chain.
I am going to go to the tavern.
All right. So you go to the tavern. There's an assortment of foods and dishes that you can get here. There's all of your beautiful apple juices, hot sauces, things of that nature.
Does the patrons look rather hard around here, or are they?
No, they seem pretty relaxed.
I'm gonna walk up to the bartender, or whatever, and give me a water.
The Growlithe kind of laughs, says like, "Okay, here you go."
So, have you seen any unknown around here?
No, I haven't.
Really? No strange letter people?
No, I mean, if there were any weird letter people, wouldn't they be with the troop?
No, we already checked there. No weird letter people there.
Well, then I guess there's no weird letter people.
Oh no, there's gotta be weird letter people because the other weird letter people told us that there's weird letter people here. Well, one weird letter person.
He
He's
kind
a
of
G.
he kind of taps the no underage hot sauce sign and turns around. He's like, "You trying to get sober?"
Oh no! I'm not even old enough to have that yet.
I know. That's why I'm concerned.
Oh no, that's why I got the water.
I'm pretty sure that's why too.
No, I'm being dead serious. You know I'm telling the truth because I am a Templar of Reshiram.
Hmm. Okay. So, you think there's weird letter people here from other weird letter people?
Well, there's one weird letter person.
You said there were multiple before. Now you're just confusing me.
Well, there's more of them, and they sent us on this quest where we go around to these other places and we turn into other Pokemon. And this one we didn't. I'm still me here. Thankfully, it gets a little. I got an autograph too. That's what this thing on my forehead is. If you're wondering.
He's like,
But
the autograph, I believe. The rest of this, I was starting to glean your way, but now I'm starting to question if you're even a disciple of Reshiram.
that's when I like slam the table, Phoenix Wright style.
Just
Listen, you can say whatever you want about me, but questioning my faith, nah.
he's just kind of like, how many did you have?
I didn't have any. I just watched the circus. And then the nice lady that knows Iris told us that the letter guy is somewhere around here. He doesn't know where, which I found kind of weird, to be honest. But I decided we should maybe look around the town and find him.
I've had this business open for a while, and I have not seen anyone of that description come through here.
Well, you didn't have to see him. Maybe you heard people rambling, talking about it over a drink of hot sauce.
I do not recall. The
You
best
don't.
the best I can tell you is that if there were something like that, they would probably not be living in town.
Do you have any idea if you were a weird letter guy where you'd be hiding?
I mean, we have the woods.
That sounds like the perfect place to look.
There's also the other side of the river, I suppose.
That sounds like another perfect, not as perfect, but kind of perfect.
My point
Fine.
is I would have heard, is you're right, I probably would have heard something if he actually lived in the town.
Okay. I'm going to tell my friends we should look in the woods.
Your letter friends?
No, I have real friends.
So they were
There's, like,
fake.
I got like no. The letter guys are making us all go on this quest. My friend Newbie, who's a barber. My friend Iris, who's weird and gets all stuttery and spluttery when she goes near the circus. And my new friend Farron, who I don't know what he's doing actually.
All right, well, keep hydrated. You're gonna need it for the next few hours.
I kind of like take a swig of it and like, okay, I'll do that. Now I'm gonna go to the clock tower.
All right, so you all meet up at the clock tower, and I assume that everyone kind of exchanges information. And for the sake of simplicity, I'll say that Farron also exchanged what he learned as well while T-posing.
Okay, what did he learn again? He learned the location of one.
So Iris had the psychic connection with the Zigzagoon that went off towards the tent, and Newbie spent $2 on an amazing magazine.
It's true, he did.
And Farron, he went to the library and found out that someone had spotted an unknown about 10 years ago, and but not since.
Okay, but what I learned is, well, nothing really. He's not in the town, but he might be in the woods, or he might be across the river. I'm guessing the woods because lots of things hide in the woods.
I didn't really learn anything, but check this out. And he takes out the magazine and opens it to the page that Kiona's on, and he shows it to them. He's like, "This is Kiona, see?"
Yeah, neat.
She probably
have an
looks like
important
she
quest.
wants to eat the camera, I'm sure.
But you say this zigzag goon is sneaking into the circus? That sounds pretty suspicious.
I don't think he's related to the unknown, but I am kind of worried about him. Well, maybe it's less worried and more, I don't know. There's just something I felt when we passed by, and I just kind of wonder.
Well, we can check it out. I think the circus is on the way to the woods.
Iris thinks for a moment. She says, "Okay, I kind of want to see if we can find the person who did see Gamma, but if that's 10 years ago, it might not really work out well. So, guess back to the circus we go."
To the circus.
All right,
Again.
so you made your way back up to the circus.
Now, where did he go in?
Iris is just being sus right now, I guess.
Iris, Iris was pausing for a moment. She was debating on it, but then she pointed to where he went. He went in that part of the tent.
Let's go check it out. To that part of the tent. Hope goes.
All right, so you stick your head through, and you don't see a Zigzagoon in here.
Nothing in here?
Nope, it's all dark though.
Well, I'll stick the tail in there and
Yeah, you illuminate a decent amount, but you don't see a Zigzagoon. I should say it's dim, it's not dark.
I'm not seeing it, Iris.
Well, that's where
Must
he
have left.
went.
Are there? Oh, that seems too smart for Hope to look for footprints. So,
Oh, wait.
so
All right, Iris is gonna crawl under the tent and take a look as well.
All right, what you looking for?
Potential hiding spots or possible places that the Zigzagoon could be hiding.
I mean, you already know the best hiding spot because you were there and you are there now, which with the bleachers.
Hmm. Um. Huh. What am I gonna? What am I looking for? Um. Can I use that psychic connection sense to sort of try and figure out where he might be?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, this is not going to work out well, but okay.
You have no idea.
All right. So, question. Newbie has the detect aura feature, but it says I can cast detect magic. Can I still use that to detect a person?
I mean, he's a magic person.
All right. I guess I'll give it a shot.
All right. Do you have to roll anything for that, or
No, it just works.
it just works?
Like, no, 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 no.
All right. So you've basically sent Iris all of the psychic troop, and then like something towards the mountain, not the mountain. Well, yes, in the woods, up against a cliff of some sort.
Okay, so his aura flaps just kind of wiggle a little bit. And he says, "Well, I sense the troop over there, and I sense Iris, but there's also someone over that way near a cliff."
That must be our someone. Oh, neat trick, by the way. You know, I always thought those were hair, but
Oh no, they're flesh. And he just kind of
uh,
wiggles them a little bit.
oh, that's kind of disturbing.
It's like
Well, I
that
mean,
paw
you've
pad
got to.
texture.
Oh, I mean, oh, well, I suppose maybe.
We
Anyway,
have no time to waste.
Yeah, let's head towards that cliff place.
I knew it was in the forest.
All
So
right,
yeah, we're
so
gonna.
you make your way past where you came in. You kind of, so where you came out that way and went towards the tents. Now you're going away from that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get yeah.
Yeah, so you go past your spawn point. And how long does this thing last?
does not say.
How long does detect magic last?
10 minutes concentration.
There you go.
All right, are you concentrating?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So his aura flaps are still wiggling a bit.
Yeah, so you're following this trail and it eventually takes you up to what looks like a cliff wall, but you sense them inside, so to speak.
There's
Through
no
the wall.
entrances.
No entrance that you can see.
How did he get in the wall?
I don't know. Maybe there's a secret passage.
Oh, I'm really good at finding these. They call me Dungeon Delver Hope. I begin feeling the wall.
Okay. Like right in front of newbie or
If his thing is still going off, can he like maybe point in the direction it is where what he's detecting?
Well, I mean, yeah, newbie just kind of points.
All right, I'll touch that part of the wall.
your hand goes straight through it.
I told you I'm Dungeon Delver Hope.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's go through.
I'll take the front because I'm the light.
I suppose Iris will be middle.
I guess that leaves newbies last for process of elimination.
Do we see?
Okay, so you guys start feeling your way in, and you see all the way at the end of a hall something really freaking weird that Farron looks rather interested in. It's like a rock with a bunch of graffiti on it with wings. And in the middle of the room, there's the Zigzagoon, and he looks a little kind of disturbed to see you there.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So he knows we're there then, right?
Yeah. And then for those of you on the call, or not in the call, in the video, if you've seen Mystery Dungeon, it's the relic fragment that they're looking at.
Hi there.
Hello.
How did you find this place?
Newbie points to his aura flaps.
He's just kind of like, there's no way. I've done everything to protect this place from magical means. I mean, even the troop itself would mask this signature even further.
Oh, it's ironic because we found you because you were magic.
He just kind of is like, he's like, I covered every single loophole except for myself.
But that's besides the point. We're looking for this guy. He like has one eyeball. He's black.
An unknown G named Gamma.
You're looking for Gamma.
Yes.
Yep.
You know who he is?
Get out.
What? Oh, is that like a riddle? Because get out starts with G?
Oh, I got it. We need to give you another G word. Get in.
Stay away from me. I don't
Why?
want it. I don't want it. No. I don't want anyone coming to find me, especially not the unknown.
Oh, well, we'll not tell the unknown you were here if we just get the item that you apparently have, because we need it to get the item that the unknown G has, because we need it to go someplace else to do stuff, I think. Why do we need the item again?
Didn't they say it would like open up a new plane?
Yeah, something like that.
Look, it looks like you're like in a lot of trouble right now, friend. And fortunately for you, you have four Pokemon that can help you. He's a little quiet right now. But
Yeah. No. You either leave or this gets ugly. I may not have prepared everything, but I definitely have prepared enough.
look, by all means, there's four of us and only one of you. So violence is not going to be the answer.
Besides, we don't really want to fight you or anything like that. We want the item and then we want to go.
Yeah, that's all we want.
And that's where we have an impasse. You aren't getting it.
Newbie points to the rock with the thing on it and he says, "That's the thing we're supposed to get, isn't it?"
No, no, of course not. You're not looking for that.
Oh, cool. Then you don't mind if I take it. And Iris is just gonna walk up and swipe it.
Newbie grabs her tail.
Yeah, I'm like, it's clear across the room.
Look. We got off on the wrong foot. We're not your enemies. We just want to find Gamma. We just want to get the item he stole, and we just want to return it to its rightful owners. And everything could be fine. Everyone could be happy, including you.
Alright, I think that's where we're gonna have to end things off, because you just said something that that Farron would need to react to there.
All right.
But yeah, unfortunately, something came up, so we had to call it quits before he thought he would need to.
Okay.
It happens, is life. But yeah.
So we're still gonna be level 5 next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
figured.
But yeah. So I guess we'll have to see what happens next time on the PMDnD D team. That's a lot of D's. Why did I do this to myself? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you with the thrilling conclusion to the guys interrogating the Zigzagoon and what Farron has to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.